everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Bengals coming in at 7-3, going up against the Browns, who come in at 4-6.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. Room to run past midfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
We got 3. 3 deal. 3 deal. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Detroit! Set! Gun!
2nd and goal from the 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38. Let's round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Taylor to throw. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the play clock's running down. Again, it's Taylor. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Little motion now from the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play clock winding down. Third and long, it's Taylor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And some space here. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 97 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ryan Glasgow in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go,
Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Taylor throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And some room to roam now. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
All right, here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ryan Glasgow in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Come on, let's go. What? Ohio.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Taylor. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 5. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's got room. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, you know, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor will throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Detroit! Good! All right, here we go. Green, now, check Patriot, blue 90, black 99 Philly, here we go. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Black 99 Philly, blue 90, blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Black round. Ohio.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Room here to run. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the opportunity.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Blue, land it. Go, here we go. 3-19.
Now they run with Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
All right, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Taylor. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Taylor to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go.
Johnson goes in motion left. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Taylor underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. Finding room to the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Taylor being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The wrong direction. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Come on, let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. The 20. And that will write a finish to this ball game. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will not reach their goal that they stated before the season began of being a 10-win team.